Welcome to the Rank and Rent SEO course. I want to break down exactly what Rank and Rent is, how you can do it, how to make money with it, and most importantly, how I made money with it so you can follow along from someone that's actually done it, not just some theoretical stuff on how you can do it too. I want to break down the economics, I want to break down how to rank your site. I want to also give you access to a plugin that allows you to do Rank and Rent just like that. So with that being said, let's jump inside my computer and I'll show you exactly how to do Rank and Rent SEO in this free course. Let's go. Okay, let's get going. Rank and Rent SEO course, how to make 40K with Rank and Rent SEO. So I want to cover a lot of things before I get started, right? The very first thing is I want to go over what is Rank and Rent SEO. Then I want to go over how much money you can make with Rank and Rent SEO, how much money I made with Rank and Rent SEO, not to brag, but to just show you the possibilities in what I did so you can copy along and follow my footsteps. Of course, the economics behind the model, how this model works, right? How you make money with it and how much can you make, right? And a multi-location version of the Rank and Rent SEO. Okay, I'll break all this down. Don't worry. Fourth, how to get Rank and Rent SEO clients. So it's the most important thing, right? Because you can have amazing sites, but if nobody actually is renting them out, right? If you don't have clients, it's quite pointless. So how to actually find clients, how I found them and how you can find them too. And then in the end, a WordPress plugin for automating all of these, right? Rank and Rent SEO, okay? So first things first, right? You gotta understand that this is simple, not easy, right? If you're easy, anyone will do it, right? Everything I'm gonna teach you right now is simple, not easy, okay? Now, here's what Rank and Rent is. So if you don't own a business, so right, if you don't own a lawyer firm, a plastic surgery clinic, right, a dentist, right, what you do is you rank other businesses' sites, right, and they will pay you if you're able to drive traffic to them. So your goal is to rank a site, right, in theory, just theirs, right, their site, hire on Google and get them leads. Let me just give you a visualization on how this works. So let's say, for example, right, this is your site right here. Your site is ranking first. We'll go over how to rank your site first later on, right, okay? But let's just imagine, right, your site ranks first for a keyword like, for example, plumber in Dallas, okay? You manage to rank first or in the top 3, right, for the keyword plumber in Dallas, right? This is your site right here ranking, right? And this is your a potential client site, I guess a competitor, ranking number 20, right? So this is you ranking first, and this is them ranking 20, right? They get a few leads, yeah, but you get a ton more, right? You get a ton more visits because you're ranking first for the same keywords, okay? Now what you do, and this is where the Rank and Rent model comes in, is you take these company sites, right, and you overlay them on top of yours, right? So your site is ranking first for the keyword plumber Dallas. You're not a plumber, okay? So you look for plumbers in Dallas, take their sites, right, and overlay them on top of yours. And now their site, which was ranking 20, is now ranking first. Now, of course, the URL is still the same as yours, right? The URL just doesn't change. You're just overlaying, right, their site on top of yours as like a sticker, okay? So it looks like it's theirs. The only change is the URL, but other than that, it's just the same thing, right? You can click around, right? And I'll show you how it works in a few minutes right here. You can click around and it looks like it's their site, right? This is how it works. Okay, plain and simple, that's how the Rank and Rent SEO models work. So you rank your site, then you rent it out to potential businesses. Now, on top of that, what you can do is you can do a multi-location. Let's say, for example, your site right here is ranking number 1 for plumber in San Francisco, plumber LA, plumber San Diego. So you have multiple pages, right? This is your homepage, right? Then you have multiple pages on your site ranking for multiple locations, right? Now, there's a ton of companies for plumbing in San Francisco, LA, San Diego. So what you do is you rent out these different pages on your site to different companies in these areas, right? So now these guys pay you a monthly fee to be overlaid on this page. These guys also pay a monthly fee, these guys as well. So you have only one site, one asset with multiple pages, but you're renting each one of those individual pages out to multiple clients in those locations, okay? Hopefully this is making sense so far. And I'll give you an example on the 40K, right? How I made 40K with this, with a tangible example, because I think it's important that I give you tangible examples, because if I just talk about the theory, right? Theory is good, but only to some extent. Okay, so that's the very first thing. And so now that's covered, right? What is Rank and Rent? Again, essentially the concept of ranking your own site and then overlaying a potential client site on top of yours and renting them out to them. Okay. Now that's covered, right? How much money can you make with Rank and Rent SEO? Okay, let's cover this. It's very important, right? So let's say, for example, we have our site right here. This is your site, okay? Your site, okay? And it's ranking for a bunch of keywords, right? Your site has multiple pages, right? There's multiple pages on your site, right? There's multiple pages. It's a multi-location site, right? And it's ranking for a bunch of keywords, for example, lawyer or lawyer services in LA. Could be even more less competitive keywords like divorce lawyer in Dallas, or it doesn't really matter, right? Let's say you're ranking for all these keywords, right? You're ranking for a bunch of keywords, right? And one of the keywords that gets around 500 to 1,000 search per month, right? It's 500. And a couple other keywords get around between 1K to 5K search per month, okay? Let's say, right, out of all these searches, you're able to grab, let's say 20%, right? So that's around, if you're being conservative, 600 clicks to your site per month. Actually, let's be even more conservative and say your site gets around 500 visits per month, okay? Let's be conservative. That's good enough if you're ranking top 3, right? Let's say all these 3 pages, right? This page gets 50 clicks per month. This one gets 50 clicks per month, which isn't anything, right? Just a few clicks per day, right? This page gets 50 clicks per month, right? So all around, these 3 pages on your site get around 150 clicks per month, okay? Let's say, right, out of these people, by the way, they're searching for lawyer services, right? They're actively searching for something they want, so there's intent behind the keyword. And I recorded several videos on this in the past, but it's very important that you don't look solely at the traffic volume, but you look at the intent behind the search. Let me give you a bit of a tangent here. Let's say, for example, I have an iPhone repair shop. People come into my store. Actually, they come into my website, right? They come into my website, and then they come into my shop, and I repair their iPhones, okay? This is my shop, okay? Now, people can come into the site by searching for where to repair an iPhone, or how much does it cost to repair an iPhone. But they can also come into the site by ranking by my site, because of my site, ranks for pages with the keywords like how to repair an iPhone. Now, the keyword how, let's say it has 10K searches per month, right? The keyword where or how much maybe only has, the sum of them, 1K searches per month, right? So even though there's less volume here, the intent behind someone searching for where or how much, it's much higher. The buying intent is much higher than someone searching for how. Because someone searching for how, most likely they want to do it themselves. While someone searching for where or how much, most likely we can assume that they want to pay someone to do it for them. So the intent, the buying intent on these keywords is way, way higher, right? Bit of a tangent there, but it's very important because you don't necessarily want to just look at the volume here, right? The volume does play a part, but the intent behind the search plays an even bigger part. Because out of these 50 people, right, usually for local businesses, right, people coming to the site, right? Usually the sites rank for high buying intent keywords. So service plus area or where to or near me, right? So usually the keywords these pages rank for, and you'll see and you'll notice, right, when you're doing local SEO, your site's most likely going to rank, most of the keywords are going to be for high buying intent. So people going to your site, out of these 50 people, right, most of them will call you up, okay? Now, even though let's assume, right, all these 150 people, right, let's assume that only, right, out of all these people that come to the site, we lose more than half of them, right? We lose around 60% or 50% of people, right? They just go to the site, right, but they just click off or they just forget about it. So you only have 60 people coming to the site that actually stay there, right? Then of all those 60, let's say, for example, only 30 of them call up the business. So again, we lose 50% more, right? We're losing. These are very aggressive numbers. Like this usually isn't like this, right? So only like 30 calls. Now, out of those 30 calls, let's say again, we lose 50% more of the people. Maybe they just call and just hang up. Maybe they call and just, maybe it's too expensive, right? So we only get 15 customers, okay? Only 15 customers, right? Out of these 3 pages. Now, let's assume we're in the plumbing niche, right? Because it's one I've worked with before, or plastic surgery niche, which is much more expensive. 15 customers, right? If we do 15 times around, let's just go in the low end, $400, right? That's $6K a month in extra revenue just off of these 3 pages, getting a few clicks per month. 6,000, right? Now tell me, right? If you can bring a plumbing business, 6K in extra revenue, how much can you ask for them, right? It's a no-brainer. Hey, listen, guys. You call them up and say, hey, listen, I can bring you around 6K in extra revenue per month, around 15 clients, 20 clients, right? You pay me 2K. Pay me 2K off of it, off a monthly retainer. And all you have to do is just overlay their site on top of yours on these pages, or again, multiple clients, right? You can just do one page or you can do multiple ones. All you have to do again is just overlay their site on top of yours. And of course, maintain the rankings, but that's basically what you have to do. Straight as that. Now, let's say, for example, a month in, 2 months in, they don't want to pay you anymore. No worries, just remove their site, remove it, and then overlay a different one on top of theirs, right? Overlay, on top of yours. If these guys stop paying you, okay, no worries, goodbye. You find another company that's willing to pay you, and you overlay them on top of your site. Pretty simple. Now I know this is just some quick bad math, but it's more or less this. Right? So I want to show you what I did with the 40K. So this is for a plastic surgery clinic, so the ticket, right, the pay per client is much higher. So let me give you a bit of a backstory of the story of how this went down. So one of my clients, a Portuguese plastic surgery clinic, made over 40K in extra revenue in 2019 with SEO alone. So I ranked my site for terms related with plastic surgery, in the city of Lisbon, the capital of Portugal, okay? Like rhinoplasty in Lisbon, Lisbon rhinoplasty prices in Lisbon, breast augmentation in Lisbon, breast reduction. So essentially the keyword, right, plus location, right? Service, right, plus price, plus location. So variations of high buying intent keywords. So you know that someone's searching for this, right? They want this service, they want to know the price in this city. So they're quite a long journey along into the funnel of buying. So they're not looking for before and afters. They're not looking to see if it's safe or not. They want to actually do it. They want to know the price, okay? So the average price for these procedures ranges from $2,500 to $5,000, right? And by the doctor's recommendation, some patients ended up doing a combination of surgeries to achieve the results they were looking for. Okay, so this is just the base price. Okay, usually people, when they do, for example, women after getting kids, right? They usually do they get the breasts up, right? And they do what they call a mommy makeover surgery, which is tucking in the belly, right? Doing some stuff. And I know all this because I worked with these guys for a long time. So usually the ticket is way higher than this, but let's just go with the average one for now, right? Now, very important, quick note, very important, right? A patient that likes how the surgery turns out is a patient for life. So he or she is not just going to spend 35K. They're going to spend so much more in turn, because when you go to a lawyer, for example, and they win your case, right? In the future, if you have any more trouble with the law, right? You go to the same lawyer because they won your case. When you go to a dentist and they fix your teeth very well, right? In the future, if you have an accident that screws up your teeth again, you're going to go to that same dentist because you know, like, and trust him, and what he did for you worked. Plastic surgery is the same thing. It's a very serious and dangerous procedure, right? So if you go there and you do a surgery, Botox, I don't know, boobs, butt, whatever, right? It goes well, right? Most likely you're going to go there again. And in the plastic surgery niche, right, usually the people that do these types of surgeries, right, they do them more and more, and again as they get older, as they age. It's a beauty type of, and they feel better about themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. It's fine, right? It's just telling you how this industry works, right? So they become a client for life. So they end up spending a lot of money. And I spoke with the doctor, right, and they told me that around the ticket, the LTV, the lifetime value per client, is around 10, 15K. So that once a patient comes in, they know on average they're going to become a lifetime patient, worth up to $15,000 on average, right? Because again, they do multiple surgeries over the course of their life. Okay, so that's very important. Now, also, we previously agreed that the clinic would pay me on a percentage basis from the values these surgeries made. I'm telling you this because below there will be actual legal reports with the commissions payments for the surgeries. So before I show this right here, now with Rank and Rent, you can of course rent out these pages for a fixed fee. So 2K a month, right? 2K a month, 3K a month, depending on each, 1K a month. Or what you can do, right? Because there's multiple business deals you can do here is, hey, listen, okay, I won't do a monthly retainer, or maybe I'll do a lower monthly retainer. I'll do 500 monthly retainer, right? To 700, right? You'll discuss with them. And on top of that, I want a cut of every single lead that comes in. Now, what I did, and I did do this with plumbers, is I had them change the phone number to one of mine so I could track it. So people called in, right? The call was recorded. We tell them the call was recorded, right? And then they went to them. Okay, so I could record the calls and see, okay, did these guys convert? Did they not convert? I use Zapier to get them onto like an Excel sheet. So there's a lot of nuance here. If you want me to break down like the business and my whole processes, I can. But this would be kind of a very long video. If I can find a video I recorded in the past about this, about all my processes, I'll put it here. If not, well, just ask me in the comments what you want to know. But just know that there's like a lot of nuance here in the ways in which you can do business, whether that's a monthly retainer or a pay-per-call or a pay-per-call that converts. And depending on the business model you choose, right, you can and will track things different ways. Okay, pay-per-call is quite easy to track, right? You just track the calls. Pay-per-call converter, is a bit difficult. That's why I had an Excel sheet and recorded calls, right? But again, if you want more info on this, let me know in the comments and I'll help you out with that. Okay, so just want to let you know on that quick note. Okay, now let's say the average surgery costs around 3,500 euros, right? There were about 9 surgeries that year, right? When I put them on when they were getting clients from me, right? Having on the website ranked #1 for several plastic surgery related keywords. That's how I got them. Tons of qualified leads. Hundreds of people actually went to the clinic and only 9, right, booking and going further with the call. However, of course, these 9 people brought in a lot of revenue to them. And so this is how I generated this is wrong, 40,000 in extra revenue for the plastic surgery clinic in Portugal. So simple, yeah, simple, not easy, but it's simple. Now here's the receipts. There you go. Boom, boom, 1,000 euros, boom, boom. There's more. We'll leave this for after, right? I think you get the point here that you can actually make money with this, right? It's not just theoretical, you can actually make money with this, right? So Rank and Rent does work and people, me, myself included, are making money with it, okay? Now, how do you actually get clients for Rank and Rent? Now, this is the simplest thing ever, right? Because it's such an easy sell. It's so easy to sell. I'm going to tell you what I did, right? So when I had a site ranking, right, whether that's for plumbing niche, for dentistry niche, for plastic surgery niche, right, doesn't really matter. What I would do is I would search for the main keywords of any of these businesses on Google. So plumbing services, city, dentist in city, plastic surgery in city, right? Or a specific surgery like breast augmentation city, rhinoplasty city. I would search for these main keywords. Then I would collect the top 10 sites on Google, right? I'll take all their numbers, put them in a little Excel sheet, right? Name of the business, number, name of the business, number, name of the business, number. I'll just call them up and say, hey, listen, my name is Vasco. I have a site ranking on Google's first page for a lot of keywords related to the ones your customers are searching for, right? And I get a ton of traffic on my site. However, I don't have a place to send these customers to. I don't own a plastic surgery clinic. I'm just a marketer. And so I'm calling up all the clinics and the lawyer practices in the area saying and asking who wants to keep these clients. Would you have interest in taking on all these leads? Right? They cannot just say no, right? You're giving them leads for free. So you just say, hey, listen, I have this site ranking first. I get all these leads coming in, but I have no place to send them. Would you like me to send them over to you? If they say yes, now you have the foot in the door, and then you can discuss payment, you can discuss the fees, right? You can discuss that later on, right? But that's essentially it. It is an irrefusable offer, right? You say, hey, I have these leads. Do you want them? Yes or no? If not, I'll just call up. I'll just tell them, hey, listen, if you don't want them, I'll just call up the second business on the list. And the reason why you say the first thing I mentioned, which is I'm calling businesses on the area to figure out who wants to keep these leads, is because when you say this, they know if they say no, that because you just told them you're calling all the businesses in the area, that you're going to call someone else, right, in essentially their competitors, and give the leads out to them. So this is what's called an irrefusable offer. So it's the simplest thing to sell. You're already ranking, you're already getting traffic, right? It's a no-brainer for them, right? Super easy, and I speak from experience because it was super easy to sell, super easy. Now, I want to show you a WordPress plugin that automates the whole thing, right? It allows you to take your site and overlay something on top of yours. Okay, so let me show you how it works. Let's say, for example, this page right here ranks first for a lawyer in Dallas. Don't forget about the content here, it doesn't really matter, right? And let's say I'll do this, lawyer Dallas, right? I'll find a lawyer down here on the last result, right? Because surely they want more leads, right? Go to the page, go to edit with inside of WordPress, click edit, right? Then what you do is you open here, paste the URL right here, right, of the site, hit publish again, click update, right? And now, when I load this page up again, there we go. Their site is overlaid on top of this page in specific. And I can click stuff. I can click here. I can do, it's interactive, right? And again, the URL, of course, is mine, right? But the site is overlaid on top of ours, right? Simple as that. This plugin makes it so simple to do Rank and Rent. Literally took me like a few seconds, right? There we go. I just overlaid. And again, I can do it on the whole site, or I can do it on individual pages, just like we talked about, okay? And so that's it, couple of seconds. Now, I want to give you access to the plugin, right? This plugin, plus a bunch more other things, okay? And so here's what you get if you take me up on the offer that I'm about to show you in a few seconds. So I want to give you my Rank and Rent SEO course plus the plugin that you just saw me use. I want to give you access to it. This is internally developed. There's no public access, right? It's the first time I'm offering this here, right? I want to give you the plugin you just saw plus a course more in-depth info on this rank and rent things. And also, I want to give you access to the AI Search Academy. And what this is basically a plethora of videos, of courses laid out in simple step-by-step videos. Okay, it's structured to get your site ranked in 30 days. So just come in and follow the video courses. Now, what courses are included? Well, the first one is the rank videos on YouTube and Google. Right, this is a YouTube SEO course. It's a 2-hour step-by-step course on how to rank videos, what equipment I use, how to take the descriptions, how to do thumbnails, how to actually get the videos to rank on Google, how to build backlinks to the videos, right? That's the very first one. Second course you get inside is the link building course, right? It's a 3-hour step-by-step course that allows you to build backlinks worth at least $300 each. Now, how do I know? It's because the info I give you here on how to build links is the same info I use to build my own links, which I sell to people for around this much, okay? So you get a course on this as well. You get a course on e-commerce SEO as well inside. You get 3 more courses, right, on AI SEO. This one is how to leverage AI for SEO. This one is how to do how to do SEO without AI. And this one is a local SEO course, 5-hour local SEO course. So you get all these 7 SEO courses plus the exclusive plugin, right? All of it in the AI Search Academy for life. Lifetime access. So the SEO community, because there's a community in there, people talk about SEO. I go in there as well, help you out one-on-one. 7 actionable courses plus the Rank and Rent plugin. Now, here's a couple of results of people that developed SEO strategies for success, right? This guy right here, 10K a month in 3 months. It's a Spanish AI site that sells tickets, right? It just grew, right? 10K a month with this site. This e-commerce store, 60% more sales using the info here, and as well as the software I'm about to show you right in a few seconds. Tim right here owns an SEO agency. Impressive results he saw with the software I'm about to show you in a second right here. Abby right here, he is able to rank his clients very quickly in just 1 or 2 months, right? Insane. 20K a month local business just grew, right? And all this right here, all these case studies that I went over are very detailed step-by-step inside of the academy right here. Now, how do you get access to it? There's a bunch more results for X traffic in 30 days for Keegan, right? 8-figure tech companies using this, right? Here's another one. Here's more people, 0 to 6K, 2X traffic, 2X traffic 90 days, 3K, 10K in 90 days, 0 to 3K 90 days, right? And this is all using and in pairing with a proper SEO strategy and proper SEO knowledge with our AI software called Journalist AI that does all this for you. Finds high buying intent keywords, generates SEO optimized content, automatic publishing, automatic indexing of the content, automatic social syndication, and also to update existing content and also gets you backlinks. What I mean by this in number 6 is it allows you to revive old existing content. So take content that's here like old, like already been on the site for a long time. You just use our software to update it, and it just goes up again because you're reviving it with extra info, valuable info. So I'm just going to show you how the software works real quick here. So I'm going to play a video of me going over the software so you can see how valuable this is. So let's play it. Right, so we're here. And if this looks a bit different, if you want to try it out later on, if this looks a bit different than your own dashboard, don't worry, this is my special account. It's a account with a bunch of beta features, things we're testing. So this might look a bit different, so don't worry about it, right? And here's an article I generated a couple of days ago, okay? And this, again, is done with AI. This is for a different niche, right? The one you saw before was for the plastic surgery niche. This is for an Audi dealership, okay, in Texas. Again, this is all done with AI. The featured image, table of contents, all this done with AI. The images, the internal links, the external links. And I want to run you through how to generate one of these like real quick. So what you do is you go here to the SEO article and like don't mind all this stuff right here, all this super short, right? Essentially what you need to know is that you need to give the AI input, right? This is the input you give to the AI, right? And the better the input, the better the output, right? You can choose the language, right, from over 150 different languages. You can choose a target country because even though you choose English as a language, right, it's very different to produce content that's tailored for the US versus the UK, where both people or both the countries speak English, okay? That's very, very important. You can connect it to the web so that the content is up to date. So what's written here is up to date, right? With what's happening in the world. You can even create a knowledge base. This is super powerful. Essentially what it does is you can feed ROI with info about your brand. So it's able to produce brand tailored content with your own brand's mannerisms, brand tone of voice. So you can feed it PDFs, you can feed it YouTube videos, you can feed it text documents, you can feed it URLs. So you can feed as much data about your brand, about your business as possible so that the content produced, right, this stuff right here is actually brand tailored, right? Formatting, like you can choose bold words, italics, tables, there's a bunch of stuff right here. Structure, you can add key takeaways, you can select the article length, you can even add a custom call to action. This is really used by a lot of Shopify brands where they generate an article. Let's say, for example, I have a gardening brand, right? I sell gardening supplies, right? And I generated this article about the best time to plant strawberries, right? I have a full article with images of how to plant strawberries or where to plant strawberries. And at the end, right, if I add, say, for example, here, my Shopify store URL or a product, for example, right, it will automatically add a custom section down below the article with a call to action to my product page. So it'll take the whole context of the article into account and add a custom call to action section according to the link I put here. You can use this for products, services, any single essentially thing you're selling to the article, okay? Internal linking, this is where you can set up so that the articles have links right here to internal pages on your site. So for example, maybe to another blog post of yours, maybe to a service page, maybe to the About Us page, right? Maybe to a product page, right? These are internal links, so links coming to pages on your site. You can set up external linking. So for example, let's say this was an article about finance, right? We could have links to Wikipedia, we could have links to Investopedia, maybe Bloomberg, maybe TechCrunch. So all these are external links, so links linking out to external sources. You can set up all this here. There's a bunch of features, advanced features right here, which I won't cover, but there's like a video tutorial here if you want to watch it, okay? Then images, in this case, I used AI images. This is AI, by the way. You can use stock photos or your own custom images if you like. Videos, as you see here, right? There's also in-article videos that are relevant to what the content is about. So none of this is random, right? The videos aren't random, the images aren't random, the content isn't random, the links aren't random, none of this is random, right? This is a video that's tailored to what the content is about. In this case, about Audis, which the article is about Audis, okay, the car. And also auto translate, you can generate the articles in multiple languages at once, okay? And then once you have all this filled, you just click generate article, and this is what it will output, okay? Now, very important, what you see here, you see post to integration, right? If I click here, it says integration because we can straight with just a click of a button, post this straight to our site. Now it says integration because we integrate with all these platforms, Blogger, Ghost, Shopify, Wix, Webflow, Squarespace, WordPress, right? Even custom sites if you like. So again, with a click of a button, you can just send this to your site in a few seconds. Now, just to finish off, if I go here to blog automation, I can set up an auto blog, which essentially is a way that allows me to have and produce however many articles I want, let's for example say 5 every week. And so what this does is we basically connect, right, Journalist AI with our little website right here, right? This is our website. And every week, right, 5 articles, so Monday through Friday, 1 article will be posted every single day on to our site, right? So the AI is connected to your site and it generates, right, and automatically publishes the content to your site. And of course, if we expand on one of these articles, right, they'll look like as the ones you saw before, right? With a featured image, a table of contents, proper content structuring with in-article images, in-article videos, bullets, tables, quotes, right? Internal links, so these articles will be interlinked between each other in a way that makes sense. External links, linking out to external authoritative sources like Wikipedia, Investopedia, right, depending on your niche, right? External links, all that set up for you automatically. On top of that, right, as you saw before, you can do the keyword research for you. So you can do the keyword research for you, which I won't show you right now because it's going to take too long, but it can generate the content based off of this keyword research. Then, with the social media syndication feature, you can take these articles and automatically syndicate them to your LinkedIn, to your Twitter, which is now called X, to your Facebook with dedicated posts automatically, right? On top of that, you can also set up the indexing as I saw before, right? So it automatically indexes the content. So essentially, this automates, as I said before, almost 99% of your SEO efforts. That does all of this automatically for you. There's link building, there's a bunch more stuff again, which I won't bother with you right now. And now I'm going to edit this with AI. Click here, edit with AI. And this is amazing, guys. Take a look at this. So let's say, for example, I think this is a bit too short. I want to give the readers more context. So just go here, boom, and I do make it longer, right? And the AI will make this paragraph longer. There we go. Let's say, for example, I think it would maybe be a good idea to add links here. So I just go here, add links, add external links, and the AI will read through the article, read through this paragraph, and find the best places to add links, external links to. Boom, there we go, links added. I can do the same thing for internal links if I'd like. Now again, you might be asking, yeah, sure, you can do this manually. Yeah, of course, you can do all this manually, but why would you when you can just save like hours and hours on end with AI? Here's, for example, another one. You can take this image, you could say, put it underwater. I don't know why you want to do this, but you can, right? And essentially, the article will take the same image, the same car, the whole context of the article and put it underwater. There you go. That's an audio again, underwater. I don't know why you want to do this, but you can, right? And this works with anything. I can say add a dog, add whatever you want, right? But now let's say, for example, I think the info here would be better suited to be in a list form, because I think my readers prefer to read lists other than paragraph. I can just do this, boom, there you go. It's list form. I can do the same thing for tables, right? I can make it longer, make sure. I can even do custom prompts. I can say, write this in a way only car enthusiasts would understand, right? Or so you can essentially tailor this and add custom prompts and speak with the article and edit it in real time. So the advantage of this is that it allows you to not only generate with AI, but also edit with AI. So that's why you save a ton of time. Add links, change the text, change the images. It's so powerful. So that's it. Let me just jump back on into the presentation. And so that's it, right? If you want to grab me up and take me up on this software that takes into account and gives you access to all of this stuff right here, all of these courses, plus the Rank and Rent plugin, all you have to do, right, is just get a subscription to Journalist AI, the software that I just showed you, right? You go here to the site, right? You can even get the cheapest one, right? You can even get 1 month and then just cancel if you want, right? Get the subscription, and then I'll send you access to all this stuff, including the plugin, including all this. You get access to for life. So again, even though you're just subscribed for a month, you get access to all this stuff for life. The plugin, there's ebooks there, there's a bunch of valuable, tangible, actionable steps on how to do SEO, all for life. All I have to do is just go here and grab a subscription of this. That's it. That's the video. I'll leave a link down below in the description to get the software right here. I'll even give you a coupon code. I'll put it in the description, right? So you don't have to pay the full price. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, after the video, I'll see you on the inside in the academy. Cheers.